And welcome back for the next video. Nice little flicker split there. I maxed out my gold. Well, we're just gonna have to do it for the love then. Just gonna have to do it for the love. So this is what we're rockin' rollin' with. For all the curious. Fireweaver, 4 of thems. Copter, 2 of thems. Era of Innovation, 3 of them. Aether Meltdown, 3 of them. Harness Lightning, all 3 of them. Pia Nalaar, Deuces. 3 Aggregates. 3 Engineer. 3 Virtuoso. A Dynavolt Tower. Whirler Rogue. Pia Kiran and the Spy Net. 26 lands because you really want to hit a lot of land drops, and 2 abbeys and 3 foundries among them for some action, some land action. That's Q. What will happen today? Will we find an opponent? Will someone wish to battle? Or will this be another one of those painfully short videos? Another stainless, like, minute 30 special. Oh, yep. Yeah, we did it. We got there. Bohemian Plain says bad things, period. That's foreboding right there. I have a Halloween party tonight. Everything around this house is spooky right now. So my wife is an amazing thrower of gatherings. She only does it like maybe twice a year, maybe 3 times a year at the most. It's pretty rare. But when she does, she loves herself a theme and to go all in on it. This probably isn't unusual nowadays, but she organizes all her party favors and stuff that she wants to do on a Pinterest board and then goes nuts. Tonight is the season premiere of Walking Dead, so we're having a Walking Dead party, and she put up signs around our house that are from the TV show, such as there's a big sign on our garage that says "Dead Inside." Some ridiculous stuff of that nature. Alright, Consuls Lieutenant. Well, we're gonna test him right away and see if he has a pump spell. Because I think the right play is the Weaver, although it's actually interesting, right? Because I could play the Era, the next turn I could play the Weaver, get 2 energy, the next turn I could play the Tower, get 2 energy. That's too slow. So we're actually gonna have to figure out what the right way to do all this is. I'm going to lead with Weaver here and make him have a pump to get around it. If he does, that's not good. If he's got the pumps, it's just kind of going to be tough. Oh, pumps. Pumps are here. He's going to have a 4/4, which I don't really have a great solution to anywhere handy. I'll need a Harness Lightning with some energy. I guess the Copter can get up there, and of course we can get super chumpy with our rogues. But that's a problem. That's a big problem. I would love to say I just had a removal up my sleeve, but I don't. So let's get in there. I don't think we have time for innovation. We can throw the Copter down so that we can increase our clock, and that's probably the best line, though the Tower might come in really handy. But this is going to be a really slow game. So let's see. We can be mana efficient and play the Tower, but all we get out of it is hit damage. The next turn we play the Whirler Rogue. Get 2 damage out of that. On the next turn, we play Era into Copter and we get 2 energy. And then we're still not doing anything with the Tower yet. So That's a really slow play. Whereas if we play the Copter this turn, we can attack with it next turn, probably discard the tower, and try to do something better with our life. So, yeah. Get out there, Smuggles. Get out there. Our opponent did not hit their land drop. Let's hope they're a little bottlenecked so we don't get completely run over. Nothing like running into white humans without removal spells. Hey, it's another lieutenant. Yippee-ki-yay. Yep, bringing that 4 pain. Well, it's hard to beat white creatures in combat, especially with first strike, so this game will probably involve a lot of chump block generation. And hopefully we can just pick at our opponent for quite a while with the Fireweaver and get them in range where maybe we can alpha strike them or something. So what's the least likely thing to block? Probably the Whirler Rogue. So we'll go this route. Now I could hold back the Copter, but I find that to be a losing line, and I need to get some of these cards out of my hand because they're not where they need to be. These cards are fantastic against mid-range and control, but against aggro you don't want them. You don't have time for this stuff. Now there's something that can be more helpful. Double Era or Era Tower combo. I guess we'll go for double. Let's see, Era. 1, 2, 3. I guess we'll split for one of each because we can play Tower and then Meltdown. I also hope No always watching, but it's very unlikely because it's very, very unlikely at this point. He's got a stocked hand that he kept that he really likes with all its 2-drops, so we just have to hope he misses more land drops. So at this point, I would say if he hits his land drop, he probably has an always watching. But the other kind of hitting goal is to get to Ormondal. If we only need one more land, and maybe Ormondal can pull us out of this, although Declaration Stone would be a very sad experience. Really? Yeah, because it pumps, that's right. It pumps. So we could throw the Fireweaver and 2 Thopters in front and kill it? And I think I have... No, that doesn't work. He can kill one of my Thopter. He can kill the 2 Thopters. Ugh, that's bad. So what do I need to do? What do I need to do? I think I just need to hold on. I need a bigger board, and hopefully I can get to Ormondal too, but that's going to be really hard under pressure. But I think I just got to take damage. Take damage and pray. Alright. Well, there's a land. We can hold up Meltdown, we can play Age, and then we can knock that out. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that doesn't get us to Ormondal, but maybe it'll get us to more generators, or maybe we can somehow do it off the back of something else. I don't know. Let's see. Ugh. What a mess. What a beautiful mess I've made. 1 block there. 3 block. Nope, that's not. Well, 3 block in there is good, but hit that thing. Is there any attacks I can make? He's at 13. I think I just want... Huh. Alright. Turtle. Anti-mill tech says knotted puzzle. That's, yeah, oversized Black Lotus. Hey, in a way, he got more value on his Black Lotus sleeves, right, you guys? He got way more value on his Black Lotus sleeves than I got, because he sleeved up a lot more cards. I only got 60 sleeves. He got like 70-some or something like that. Alright, so that's going to pump there, that's going to pump there. For real. 4, 4, 5, 5. So now we want to crew over off one of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll crew here. And we'll block up. This has to jump over here. This can block here, and this can block here. And now we can, we'll do the draw discard first. And we can discard that. And we can melt you down. Which gets me close to being able to use a lightning bolt. As we're down to 3. He's got Thalia, which that'll be a pain. There's another good draw. Okay, we're doing the work. He at 2, 3, 4. Dang it! Frickin' Aether Hub coming in tapped. I guess it's okay though. No, it's not okay. Ugh. Okay, do I have a way to get energy? I can play the tower, pay 1, get 2 energy, then play the meltdown, get 2 energy. Yeah, that's the ticket. That's the ticket. But then I have 1 mana that I can't really use. Ugh. Nope, that doesn't do it. It comes in tapped because of Thalia. So if I don't kill Thalia, it comes in tapped. So am I supposed to accrue an attack first? I don't think I can afford that. So 1, 2, 3, pay 1, get 1, or either meltdown now. 1, 2, 3. Nope, gotta do this now, which unfortunately I can't pay the 1 for the energy. And I gotta play this tapped, which will generate the extra energy I'm gonna need when I use the meltdown to fire the tower. So, let's see, opponent's turn. Yeah, this has been a much more difficult game than typical, mainly because we didn't have a Harness Lightning or anything to slow down the early 4-4. Faith Unbroken, you say? And what are you targeting with it? He's targeting that. Perfect. Okay, we lucked out. Alright, so you get shrunk. If he had targeted the 4-4, we'd be in a lot of trouble here. But since he targeted the Thalia with the Faith Unbroken, we're going to get the big bail out here from the tower. Which is, you know, proven its worth after I nearly discarded it early and didn't play it on curve. And that's the bailout, folks. Alright. Now, I am not positive I played this game that well. Like, that was really cool, and of course this draw is awesome. But the truth is, there are probably times and places I could have attacked along the way that I just didn't. And I was being super conservative with it. So now the question is, can I attack? I've got a pair of artifacts. This gives me 5 energy, like, right there, but I don't have an artifact to come into play. I think I just pass. Yeah, I don't think I have a good play, so it's a pass. And then, if he does nothing at the end of the turn, I can try to set up Ormondal, but I don't know if that's what I want to do. Declaration in Stone would be a real beating. There's a card. A Sigil of Valor. And another Sigil of Valor. Okay. Well, at this point I feel okay with Ormondal coming out. So let's go to 1. God, I'm a maniac. Untap, draw. Well, I guess I didn't need to do it that way, but that's life. Crew. Any other value to gain here? I don't think so. Here we go. Does this deck include with Key to the City? Nope. I don't. I just found it didn't quite get there. I needed a defensive card, so we have Aether Meltdown instead. Yep, chumpy chumps. Now, if he does have a removal spell, we gained the 9 life, and next turn we can make Foundries, Thopters. So it's not the end of the world, but we went for it. Okay, dude, you got me. Faith Unbroken would have been a beating, but Sheer Drop, not so bad. Not so bad. Black Lotus Sleeves and running Sheer Drop. Couldn't cut it from the deck. The Black Lotus Sleeves are a lot of responsibility. It's not for everyone. Oh, man. Is he reading the card? He's probably reading the card. See, that says indestructible. It's kind of hidden between the lifelink and the haste, and it's 2 to the right of the flying. Okay, now we're not doing Rage Quit. You know, this guy doesn't Rage Quit. He's got Black Lotus Sleeves. He makes me wait. Maybe he's putting together his message of vile hatred. Maybe he's sprinkling it with some salt and getting ready to shoot it over to me. Did anyone ever make a deck that exploits Whirler plus Key or Gear per Aether Grid plus Key? I mean, I tried that. It's a combo, dude, but it doesn't break the game. You know what I mean? You're still paying 2 mana to draw a card. It's like you have an infinite clue. I'd rather just find ways to keep a tireless tracker in play than worry too much about getting that combo. I mean, it's fine, but yeah, nice hack. Go to Reddit, make bug post. That's probably what's going on. Now, we do have to be careful, right? We could walk right into a Celestial Flare or a Blessed Alliance. And his concession kind of makes me think that's not going to happen, but let's play as if that didn't just occur. So, he's got 1 card. It could be a Celestial Flare or a Blessed Alliance. If that's what it is, we don't lose the game. The game continues. And if it's not what it is, we win the game. So we go for it anyway. We go for it. There's no doubt. Because the Harness Lightning Dynavolt Tower can finish him if he takes this hit. And he didn't take it last turn. Alright, so there's 2 energy. We're going to pay 0. Goes up to 3 energy. Throw it at the face. And take that, you Consuls Lieutenant into Nimbus Wings deck. Man, sometimes I feel like I have to work so hard to beat such simple frickin', creature gets aura'd, apply pressure, hopefully you die type of games. It's just such hard work. Like, brain cells are dying over here. But then I look at the Grand Prix coverage of what's going on in Providence right now on the Magic Channel, where it is a black-green Delirium versus a black-green Delirium mirror, where both players are working on casting Emrakul's and Ishkanaz, and picking the brain of all things. And I am very happy that all I have to do is find creative ways to get around white creature plus aura. And seriously, white creature plus aura, man. It's an Xbox staple. You face it every day. And every now and then, like once a week, I just don't have the answer to it, and I just die. So I once had a pride about these things. I once battled for pride with the white creature plus aura. Now I just know sometimes you get got. That's why it exists. It exists there to teach all of us a lesson about getting got. Oh man. All right. What are we gonna do with this hand? Ooh. Ooh. What a fun hand this is. Let's see what he does. Let's figure out if this is going to be a fast game or a slow game. Okay, that implies a slow game. What are we fetching? Yeah, okay, so we see 4 colors. And an Oath of Nissa implies like walkers, which leaves us in a spot. So we can try to run them over, which quite frankly feels like hoping for the best most of the time, or we can try to kick it back and see if we can compete in a longer game with this type of shenaniganry. Which is it gonna be? Well, we're on the draw, so that makes being fast pretty hard. We don't have an energy outlet for the era yet, but we do want to make sure it hits. And actually, I like the opening, despite our hand, of like Copter into Vile quite a bit. That's probably a real pain in the neck for a Planeswalker deck to deal with, as Languish and Radiant Flames are useless against it. Now, if he has instant speed removal, it's not as good, but I think it's where you want to go, and it's also good against Liliana. Yeah, so I really just wanted to play Era and play like the value game really bad because I want to see how that works out, but I think with a read on the opponent as like 4-color walkers, you can't really pass up the Thopter into the Vile or the Engineer. We'll see what he does. And if he's going to play that, it's probably the Vile. So let's see what happens. Plains means Gideon next turn is a possibility. Oh my. Oh my, when it rains it pours. This is going to be an awkward, slightly awkward game. And I think where I want to go is like that, like as discussed. And I don't think I want double Era. I think that's just a bit much. So let's see what he's got. Oath of Liliana would be a negative experience that would make me wish I'd played this instead. Okay, he's got Anguish Unmaking. So what do we do? Double Fireweaver, Era Fireweaver. God, the options. So many options. Yeah, I have it set to automatically draw a puzzle. I turn it off if I make the conscious decision to turn it off when I think I need to. Alright, so if he's going to play that card, probably the best thing to do is play Engineer, but probably even better is double Firewalker. He doesn't have red, so he might not have Radiant Flames. He might have Black and Languish, but that leaves the Vile. And if he wipes out 2 Fireweavers, I have a follow-up. So, yeah. We'll go like this. And we'll play 1 first main, because if he taps out to do something that doesn't kill the aggregate, we want to activate our Copter and get a hit for an extra point of damage in. And he doesn't. Okay. Planar Outburst. Well, there's a hit. I'm going to throw down the Era now. I thought about doing double Weaver, but I'm going to go with the Era. We're moving a touch slow. Our opponent's a touch slow as well. Blessed Alliance would be fine. We get that out of his hand. Alright, So double black and red is now intact. Yeah. Well, I mean, on one hand, we got rid of Nighthawk. On one hand, we got rid of his planar outburst. On the other hand, he hit his land drop. So, ugh. All right. How much do we want to move in here? You kept the same mana open, which means I don't want to run my Copter. So I think I just want to play a land and get all the value off this Engineer. Alright, and a damage for you, and again, we'll just keep Smuggler's Copter where Smuggler's Copter is. I'm gonna Anguish and make something now? Oh, okay. He's that kind of deck. He fogs things. That's what's going on. I didn't realize that the Wachutu were foggers. Well, this should make your blocking choices easier, my friend. Okay. Sure. You got me. Gideon's Reproach and Fog in the same combat step. I feel like I'm doing something right. Alright, now what do you got? He's drawn 2 lands in a row, so that's helping. Well, if he's just going to leave mana up, I'm never going to activate my Copter, and I'm just going to keep making me some energy. It's going to be great. Do I make Thopters? I guess so. That's pretty good use of my time. Yeah? You going to do something? He's a pauser. We got a pauser, ladies and gents. We got a pauser. And I'm going to make my Thopters, even though they could have haste and boost my aggregate, I'm going to make them on end step just because of all the whatever he's doing. Okay. So that's actually not as effective as I'm sure he wants it to be. I mean, all he did was bounce my aggregate, and all he did was kill a Thopter. And now I get to replay them. But do I want to? When I could be making... Yeah, I'm going to make those next turn. So if I play both of these and he wraths the board, then I untap, make Thopters, and attack, so that's fine. So yeah, we'll just play these out. And, yep, energy, energy, energy. So we would have gotten kind of blown out if we had used the Foundry pre-combat. We would have only hit him for 2 extra, and then the Vile Aggregate would be stuck in our hand. So, I'm happy. Happy with the play. We can take our time. I mean, if he's a Planeswalker deck, you've got to assume there are Planeswalkers coming. And if he taps out to play a Planeswalker, I'm going to be a very happy dude. Yeah, I thought that might happen. The other outburst. That's fine too, because now we untap, we make Thopters, we swing with Copter. Had to get it out of his hand somehow. Let's play this first, and we can get some more energy off of this. And let's power up. And this is why we left the our Smuggler's Copter sitting on the table for so long, to follow the board wipes. That's good stuff we got there. I think I'm gonna hold this other land in case I get a chance to loot it away next turn. Land for turn. What do you got? Abbey Nix. Cool. With Fog Mana open, I might add. And going up. Well, we're definitely going at it with Copter, see what we can do. And I think we're just going to go for his face. I think that's what I do here. Keep the pressure on his life total. If he taps out again, next turn we can Ormondal him. But yeah, there you go. If he ticks up one more time with Ob, Ormondal will be lethal. So that's something to keep in mind. At what point do I crack the era? When I'm out of things to do with my turn that are productive. As long as I can have a productive turn that keeps the pressure on him, I'm going to keep using the era for energy. And as soon as I run out of those things to do, we're cracking. That's when we get cracking. Alright, he's going to need something big. Like I said, if he ticks up Ob, he's at 9. And then if he taps out to play something, he gets Ormondaled, and if he doesn't, we're gonna just pick at him with Thopters some more. Gotta be patient, I think. Gotta be patient. Nissa. Okay. You did it. So instant speed sweeper would be like Kozilek's return, I guess. Would be a problem. Let's see here. Okay, you hit a land. Ormondal does require 5 creatures. We can make 3. We can make 2 right here with this Foundry, and then we can make we can activate our Copter for the 5th. So we could go for it right here, but I think he's got Anguish Unmaking, and this is the reason we stockpile energy, because this card is bananas. Alright, so I'm not going to go for it with Ormondal. Just going to keep the pressure on his face here. Uh-huh. Fog number 3, of course. OP. Uh-huh. So if I play this now, he could sweep me and get away with it. So I guess I just don't and pass. Yep. That's fine. Oh no, I'm not making, like, the fogs. Fogs are super annoying. There's no doubt about that. Key or a... Sure. You gonna play that Tameo as well? Two Call the Gatewatch and a Jace. Gotcha. Three fogs. Where's the 4th one? That's the question, everybody. That's the question. Where's the fourth fog? Well, if he doesn't play... Huh. So if he doesn't play the Tamiyo, we know he's got something up his sleeve. And he needs to, or else we could just kill him. Alright, Jace. Uh-huh, Vent. Well, we know one of his hands is Swamp and another is Tamiyo. One of the cards. Alright. Let's make this. And a concession? Alright, gonna try to pretend that didn't happen. Yeah, he didn't play the Nissa Forest, so we know his hand has a Nissa Forest and a Tamiyo and a Swamp. We know that he spent 3 fogs. So we're trying to pretend that he didn't just concede. So it's like, would you go for it in this scenario? I think you have to, although the Blessed Alliance is scary, so we would want to have a second attacker in case he has that. So I guess the first thing I'm going to do is crack this and just see if I can get anything to get the last point through. Okay. So the Fireweaver is really helpful. So if he takes 7 in the air, the Fireweaver can kill him. And if he has the fog, the Fireweaver can also stop the... if he has the fog, the Fireweaver can also stop Ob from ultimating. And also the Whirler Virtuoso with the Fireweaver can do work. So this is what we're going to do. And I think this would be the right way to end the game if our opponent weren't already throwing in the towel, so to speak. Okay, so he goes to 1. We want the Virtuoso first, and then we can go Fireweaver, then we can go Copter in case he has a kill spell in response, which is very unlikely considering what's happening in this game, but whatever. Alright, and Papow. Oh, the choices. Oh, the... Okay, you. Roar! Energy! And yeah, that worked. So, if you get tired of playing pubs, call me out to play if you want, and I'll invite you. Sitting back and watching you get fogged. Yeah, go ahead and invite me, dude. We'll play one. I mean, you kind of know my deck, so try not to pick the absolute worst matchup you possibly could for it, which is probably white creatures and auras. But yeah, go ahead and invite. That's way easier than connecting to the pubs. And if you're wondering why I didn't join the party earlier, I just don't do that while I'm streaming when I'm talking about the deck I'm about to play, because when people watch the YouTube video, which I was hoping to upload, we'll see if that works, and the archives, I'm trying to up my game and give a little intro and talk about the cards we're going to use. So I was doing that when you invited me, and not much of a jump into party while I stream normally type. Because that, like, when I talk to people in party, it takes away from talking to people in chat and potential later viewers on the tube. But yeah, invite me. Well, let's do it. Let's get these Thopters up against a player. Let's put them up against a player. Because I know that the game probably won't crash, although I shouldn't say such things. Get myself in trouble. And we all saw kind of the downside of fog. It forestalls the opponent, but it does not beat them. Other cards have to beat them, and sometimes you need more than card advantage. He was drawing 2 cards a turn with his Nissa and his Ob, and still got killed. Because he was way behind on the board. Had a whole bunch of material, and he had like one walker at a time. Tick tock, make it rock, DJ blow my speakers up tonight. I'ma fight till they see the sunlight. Tick tock on the clock, but the party don't stop, yo. Ow, ow, wow, ow, ow, wow. And GP Providence red white vehicles taking on green black delirium. Ah, there's my invite. Let's go. A lot of green black delirium in the top 8 at Grand Prix Providence. Seems to be making a comeback in the standard universe. Although it was never really gone. It's a pretty popular deck. Of course, red-white vehicles being the other super obvious deck. It's like totally mechanic-driven decks, right? The Delirium mechanics gets a deck. The vehicle mechanic gets a deck. How hard can those be to build? Well, when there's enough good cards in the colors involved, it can be difficult. Getting the right build is a process. Of course, they get 4 Smugglers, Copters, and 4 Ishkana Graph Widows, so it gets very interesting, yes. Lotus Sleeve, square off. This hand needed a mountain. That's really frustrating. This hand's fine. So our opponent leading off with a Sunken Hollow. We'll definitely play the tap land and then try to evaluate by his plays, but right now, probably the Era coming down, as it looks like we're going to be getting into a longer game once again. Ooh, K, Lumbering Falls, Sultai. Perhaps our opponent pulling out the Sultai control. And we'll see if this gets Reclamation Saged, as that could be bad. Liliana. Okie doke. Always a nice turn 3 play on the play. So we're going to be rolling from behind right away. So what do we want to do? I think I want a Fireweave. He might kill it, but I'd rather he kill that than a Virtuoso or an Aggregate. And if I start building up my energy, Virtuoso gets better. You want to play Virtuoso with untapped lands and Era of Innovation ready to go to really get the payoff. And if this survives, it can pick at Liliana at least. So let's see what our opponent has. Well, tick up, yep. Shocking. Sack, yep. And Jace. Fun. All the mythics all the time. Alright. Whirler's in here. Speak of this particular devil. So I think I want to play this in case of Languish. And then Whirler next turn might be able to help catch me up. Let's see what our opponent can do. Jacing up, and Jace discards the Mog. Okie dokie then. I guess he goes all the way to the top rope with his deck. And so what would make for a long... Let's see if he No, he's not going to languish. He's going to Necro Summons Ulamog. Well, that's fun. Let me see. I have nothing to deal with that at all. Yeah. Oh, that was fun. Oh, that was fun. Just turn 5 Ulamog me. So I asked him not to hard counter me, but my deck has absolutely nothing to do with that, but that's not his fault. Yeah, GG, I know. Good times. Well, there you go, guys. This deck is really fun and really cool, and shit against turn 5 Ulamog. Yep, not doing it. Nope, I'm not partying. Dude, I'm not partying. I told him this. Oh, goodness gracious. Now, what could have happened differently? I didn't have any way to kill Jace. If I had a Harness Lightning, I could have killed Jace and he wouldn't have gotten to loot his Ulamog. That's about the only solution to that line I could possibly have. What deck isn't bad against turn 5 Ulamog? Lots of them. Like anything with Declaration and Stone just kind of thinks that's funny, that they put resources into that. Anything with Anguish Unmaking thinks that's humorous. Anything with a bounce spell, like a Reflector Mage, for example. So, plenty of decks, Avocado, just to shove it down your throat. One that runs Active Treason is kind of silly. That's pretty silly. Yay, on the draw again. What do you expect? You... Vigi, huh? Yippee. Get down there, Fireweaver. We got some work to do. So once again, we have like all the 3 drops to choose from. And it's gonna be weird. Let's see which one is gonna be the winner. Really? You're not gonna... I'll at least make you play something. If you have a pump spell, I just want it gone. Okay. He tried to get me. He tried to get me, you guys. I'll not be got on my own stream. It's just that the Fireweaver is a good card, but it's not it's not what am I saying? It's not expendable. I'm not gonna cry if it goes away. Alright. So I think I want to play you into this next turn, probably. Let's just put the damage on him. And let's see what our opponent can come up with. Nissa. Yeah, that's fine. That doesn't bother me at all. Now, we do have to make sure he doesn't build some big board, so we have to manage Nissa, but we don't have to, like... I guess we'll go killer, but... whatever. Alright, so if we use our energy here, then we're down to just red, but we're drawing cards. I think it's worth it. We've got 3 cards that don't require blue in our hand, so... Alright, you go get them. You go get her. And you get the playa. Because we want the card draw from the network. The network does not draw us cards when we damage planeswalkers. Alright, it's gonna be like that. I wonder if this is still a Sultai deck and he's missing blue, or this is some kind of a green-black, do not much deck. It seems... I mean, it could be elves. I don't know. I guess we'll see. And, well, yeah, we'll just shoot you down. Again, we just want to check the Nissa. A little lead here. Right. What else could we do? We could play Pia. Nah. It's gotta be you. 'Cause we might draw a tap land that we want to get on the battlefield. Kratz with a... Yeah, Kratz with like a really bad hand, maybe. I don't know, man. I'm confuzzled. Alright. Nope. No tap land. But it's all good. We'll see. I guess it's a languish time, probably. I'm sure that's what I would want to do. And there it is. So I'd love to draw land and play Aggregate and Pia, but let's see what happens. That's good. That's pretty good. Keeps the cards coming anyway. We'll see what else he's got to follow the languish. I would love that land now. I'd even take a tapped one. Okay, and I get one. I'd take a tapped one. Would prefer it untapped. Probably should have specified. The heart of the cards can be a real jerk. Alright, well, he got his Reclamation Sage. Not before we got a ton of value, though, and hopefully that value will be enough. Well, he's got more noise. He's got Liliana. So what do we want to do? Artifacts come in for 2. Next turn I have this and Pia, so that's good. I think I want to play these two, because that doesn't give him any targets for his Liliana, since I can't kill his Liliana this turn. I can only get his... Let's see. If I play you, I make a Thopter, and I can pump it, and that doesn't do it either. So I can't kill his Liliana. I am playing, I believe I'm calling Bohemian. Met him the other day. Bohemian does it, yeah. He's good. Got a head on his shoulders, so it makes for some good games. Alright, so yeah, I think I want to play these two. And not give Lily targets. He's down to 2 cards, so we just have to keep him from getting value, and we should be fine. As long as he doesn't have something huge and overpowering like a Woodland Bellower. He had the nuts last game. Is it too much to ask not to have the nuts this game? We shall see. What does he have? Looking at 3 cards, so am I. I know mine are good. Liliana ticking. Yep. My board is still super vulnerable to a second Languish if he had it, because Liliana could tag the aggregate. Alright, he's leaving mana open. So what could he have? The only thing I think he would have is like a spot removal, like a Grasp of Darkness, so we'll want to be aware of that. And he might block my aggregate with his Quagmire, and I guess I'm fine with that too. Stone Raining the opponent isn't too bad. Although Pia can protect me from that a little. So if I play Pia, and make a Thopter, I can stop that thing from blocking if he activates it. So, alright. Pause. Thinking about what to remove. Murder on you. Alright. And that's artifact creature. Target artifact creature is +2/+0. So now we want to do Whirler Roguing. Send in the clown. And I will just make it unblockable. We could use the energy and make a Thopter, but that plays into the languish. And we do have a whole bunch of Aether Hubs and other uses for energy, so I don't want to do it that way, even if it did mean killing a Reclamation Sage. And do I hold this land? No, I do not. I might need all the land I can find. It's very mana. And let's see, any removal in here? We're running Harness Lightning, and not quite removal, but we have the, it's Aether something. Aether Meltdown. We have Aether Meltdown, which isn't full-on removal, but it's removal-y. Alright, he wants the Whirler Rogue, I'm guessing? The Pia Kiran? Yeah, the Pia Kiran. And he doesn't have red mana for it, but it is a 4/4, which can be a pain. And he gets some Thopters. So how do we want to handle this? I think no matter what, I really want to swing at him. If I swing with everything, I don't want to lose Pia. That's like the only thing I don't want to lose because of the pump action. And then this can finish off something if I need to finish off something. Now, is there a way I can win? That makes 1, 2, 3. That gets him for 6, 7, 8. And then he can block 1, 2, 3, 4, so 10. Then it's not quite dead, is it? Now how about this? I make 2 Thopters. They can't block. And he takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think that's the line. Okay. Alright. And let's make sure I turn everything sideways. Oops, nope. This is gonna get ugly as I try to pause my way through this. Okay, so like that. He's got to block the 2s. So he takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I leave him at 1. Yeah, it's not letting me stop. It's, yep, it didn't let me. Oh well. Would have only done 1 more. Ugh, Christ. So maybe the conservative line was just a crack for 8 with the Vile, but I don't know. You kind of want to get in the max damage that you can in those situations. I only had so much time to do triggers and such, unfortunately. And he passes, which probably means it's game. Kiai! He's got a pulse. Okay, he's tricksy like that. Alright, so now what? Now we can go with you. And see there. And he left. Oh, he left. Okay, well. Fun. Well, he's dead either way. Yeah, I could have reactivated to kill him, that's true. I just thought he was passing to concede, but it's all good. You're right. That would have made more sense. We'll see if he wants to do one more. He keeps party inviting me, but I told him I'm not doing that while I'm streaming. I gotta talk to you guys. 1,000, 2, 1,000. We'll give 30 seconds, I suppose. If he fogged me Nighthawk, it'd be worth it, because I could give him crap, because he was making fun of me pubbing and getting fogged. It'd be totally worth it. Be totally worth it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wife wants attention? Well, you have fun. Hopefully it's the right kind. The right kind of attention. Alright, there's our Duels invitee. We'll do one more game here, and we'll put a wrap on the Thopters here. Probably want to, you know, if you're going to play this regularly, you may want to put in some Ulamog turn 5 solutions. If that's a big part of the meta you expect. Also, it's just a bit slow, it's clunky, it is a bit of a headache, there's a lot of options with every turn. It's a more complicated deck than most, which that can be good and that can be bad. I probably made plenty of misplays right here that some of you may be screaming at me about in comments later, or in the quietness of your own home some future time. And yeah, we try that. Somebody wants to know if I posted my Team Merge updated list anywhere. Nope, I have not. Wow, we have been on the draw every single game, so trying to make that work as well as we go into our third battle. Playing draw is a big deal now in Duels, especially if decks can like fill out their mana curves well, thanks to a lot of the cards in the format now. More of a big deal than it's been before. It's just so hard to play from behind. Alright, he's gonna play it like that, so I'm gonna play it like this, as I'm predicting Radiant Flames and Languish and other shenanigans. Flesh bag nothing. What just happened? Oopsie daisy. Yeah. Oh my lord. Well, now I don't know what to do. He's sending me a message, but if I open the message, my stream might crash, so I can't. I'm sure he's going to tell me it's a misclick, but man, there's something that don't happen in pubbing every day. So what do I want to do? Do I want to weave fire, or do I want to ingest shit? I guess I want to ingest shit. So this is just probably harder for him to remove in general. Alright, I'm going to discard the Meltdown. as having the lightning kind of takes some of the pressure off of finding something to melt down, although I'm going to feel really silly if Kalitas comes out. Although I'm sure I can navigate something. Garrison. Yeah, that's probably the card he meant to play. What do you guys think? I'm thinking he meant to play that card. Alright. How do we want to handle? We can play the Fireweaver, crew the Copter, and zap the Garrison. That's probably the best use. Or no, we can't. We only have one red. We can't do both. So in that case, we can Whirler Rogue, leave back the 3/5, get in with the Copter. Or we can get in with the 3/5 and choose aggression. I guess I can choose aggression in this spot. With another rogue in my hand, I don't really care if he gains the tokens. Okay, that can definitely go. Enough tap land. Let's ingest something good. Ooh, dealer hit me. And it is an Elvish Visionary. Yay. Some people would call it the best card ever. You get a 1/1 creature, and who knows what else you get. Could be a mythic. Well, he's a turn off of doing that stuff. Yep, here he comes. I'm just going to throw a block on his token. Racing Garrison can be scary, and we'll see if it gets scary in this particular game. Okay. I mean, what the... I think our opponent has gone insane. I mean, I thought he was a good... he was a good player the other day. He's got the misclicks today. It happens to the best of us, I suppose. Okay, so he's at 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All I have to do is play like a creature. So I guess I'll make it this creature. Because I don't have another artifact to play. Or another way to make them. Yeah. Okay. Is he gonna give something haste? Like, what's going on? I'm so tilted. I don't know what my opponent is doing. He's gone completely off the rails. Alright, so that's the Thopter deck doing Thopter deck things. Gonna invite him to the party now and see what he has to say about that particular last game. And hopefully it doesn't crash the stream when I join, and hopefully you guys can hear whatever happens here. And
I was worried about that. I kind of figured that's why you weren't joining.
Yeah, looks like it crashed the stream. Or nope, maybe I'm back. Maybe I'm back.
I wasn't sure if it would or wouldn't, honestly. If you can't be in a party, then you just can't be in a party. I understand.
Well, what I can't do is I can't click out, or if I click away, bad things seem to happen. But it looks like I'm up. Am I still live? Avocado says I'm live. Although it keeps doing...
Yeah, Twitch won't let me do that.
It keeps coming on and off now. It keeps messing with me. So what the heck happened?
I was trying to play the Hanweir, the red human a turn early.
Yeah.
And I clicked over too fast and I played Flesh Bag. And I lost all hope. I was like, I don't deserve to play this.
Yeah, you got the misclicks. It happens.